This is Ajax's massage session, and I'm wearing a little bit of essential oil, not because I want him to associate the essential oil with massage and safety and things like that, but I want to mimic a stranger touching him. Now, all of you know about splitting, right? We make everything so easy that they almost don't notice the difference. And so what I've done here is I'm just adding stranger smell, which is one of the hardest things for him. But I'm adding this to one of our known rituals. Except we haven't done this very often. I pet him all the time and he loves it. But I haven't done a good massage on him. So I've done some neck rubs and stuff like that. But you can see from his expression. Now I'm going to stop for a second. But you can see from his expression that he's enjoying that. Hey, buddy. You want more? Good boy. Good boy. And there his eyes go, half asleep. Now this is just afternoon. It's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And he's tired because he's living in a new house and things are stressful. We try to make him as good as we can, but he's got a little bit of separation anxiety. And I'm working in the other room with my own dogs and, having dinner and stuff like that and sleeping. So I chose not to sleep with him, both because my dogs still need me and so I'm not going to force my petting on him while the dogs are barking outside. If I need to, I'll go ask them to be quiet. Good boy. It's okay. Yeah, there you go. So that's one of his asks. He can say please. So he said, I'd rather be getting a massage and not worrying about those dogs. So that's great. That's really good, being able to work through dogs actually barking. Good boy. Good boy. Yeah, there you go. Good boy. Oh, goodness. Goodness, honey. Goodness, honey. I think that's another yes. Yes, please. So also, I don't know if you notice, he's got this collar on. I think that's the Adaptil collar. And it really does make an effect with him. And of course, I don't know whether I think it's primarily temperature causes the collar to release I believe it's oxytocin hormones. And so I'm getting a little bit of an extra bang for my buck here because when I rub his neck, it gets all nice and warm, and then I rub the collar a little bit and just get a little bit of extra social bonding hormone on there. And here we go. Good boy. But he has to be, for something like this to work, you have to be his safe person. So if you've achieved that level with your rescue, then yay, then it's on to the next step, right? So there's 2 things left for you to do. One is you need to get this dog ready to be adopted by somebody else, ready to transfer his love and reduce the stress of that rehoming as much as possible. So you need to facilitate that in any way you can. And if the dog is afraid of strangers, there are many different ways to work on it depending upon the level of that fear. Just shown you one technique there using scent and the calming collar and massage. The other thing, of course, that you need to do is get that dog used to being alone. Because oftentimes when they're coming from rescue, when they're coming from shelter, they have separation anxiety when they come to you. So once they overcome that hump of trusting you, then there is the fact that they don't trust anybody else, and the world outside of them is scary. So they want to stick next to that little rock of safety that they found, and you're that for them. So you need to help them feel comfortable alone in different places, in new places. Um, with him, we've gone from the back of my car to the office here where we are now, and then to just hanging out on my property, which he's really good, um, and kind of the last thing there is getting him used to our living room area and the area with other people in it. And we're not there yet. We're going to use a baby gate for that. But so the last place that I got him used to, and that was just this morning, and he responded really, really well, was up my bedroom. And so and I just introduced him to the library. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. He's lived in and had as his calming space 4 different places over the course of the last week. And I help him to adjust to those different places by letting him be there a few minutes, coming in and hanging out with him for a few minutes, and then coming in and hanging out with him long enough for him to take a deep nap. So, he can't eat without me present. So one of the things I've been doing is I've been coming in and standing with him while he eats, and then just adjusting when I leave to give him the best feelings of comfort and exposure to my leaving idea. And he's actually starting to be able to eat in the room when I'm not in it. So little tiny baby steps, and about 1,000 of them a day. And we're going to go from a dog who really couldn't be touched by strangers to a dog who's pretty much safe with strangers. We're still going to ask people not to approach him suddenly, and we're going to still respect his space